What's up, Tiny Track crew? It's week number 18 out of 20 of the DIECAST Racing Fantasy League at fantasy.tinytrackcars.com. And we have an amazing matchup for you today. It is Team Toyota taking on Team Datsun. Two JDM powerhouses battling against each other. It's 16 cars, 2 cars from each team in each group. Only 2 will move on from each group. First up for Team Toyota, it is the Toyota. It's the Team Toyota Supra, the 711 Supra. Then we have a Toyota Celica, and then we have a Datsun 240Z, and then we have another Datsun 240. What? 2 Datsun 240s in the same race? Who even put this together? We head straight to the starting grid, and they're out of there for race number 1. If you're unfamiliar with the format of this race, these cars will earn 5 points, 3 points, 2 points, or 1 point for their finishes in 0, which we might see some zeros because there are some massive jumps towards the finish line. And the winner of each group, times 2, will move on to the next round. The Toyota Supra, over the jump he goes, crossing the finish line and taking 5 points. The pink Datsun 240Z takes 0 because he flew off the track. We'll slow it down for you one more time. We're going to slow it down for you the first time. Watch out, Subaru. You're over in the pits and you're going to get nailed. Luckily, that guy in the red hat was able to be safe. We did not need to involve the medical crew. We do not want any cars smushing any human beings in this race. That is not good for business. The 711 Supra out to a good start. The Celica takes second place, and the black 240Z takes third place, earning 2 points. We show you the scoreboard there. Team Toyota is out in front early with an 8-point to 2-point lead, but it's not teams here, folks. It is every car for themselves. If you're playing at fantasy.tinytrackcars.com, you earn points based on the cars you pick. If any of your cars hit the podium, you earn points and climb the leaderboard, and you can play against your friends. It's all happening at tinytrackcars.com. Go get signed up. Go have some fun. It's free to play. The Toyota and the Nissan. The Nissan, that is a Datsun 240Z in reverse. Over the jump they go. Don't jump in reverse. It's dangerous. Whoa, looks like Datsun fell back again to third place, and the Toyota Celica was able to capitalize on that down in the finish line jump stretch combination. We'll see that from the finish line cam, which will get a closer, better angle at that action here. Right now, keep your eye on that Celica as he flies by that pink 240Z. 240Z struggling a little bit in reverse. He's sideways, corrects himself, but over top, the Bay City blooper pulls the Toyota Celica. That wasn't as exciting as some of the Bay City bloopers we've seen here. Maybe not even exciting as the 3D Botmaker Rally jump, but we saw it here first in Tiny Truck Cars. That was a jump over top of a car right there. Celica and the Supra, again, 1-2. They are looking good in this group. Will the Datsuns be able to come back and move themselves on to the next round? We find out as we go into race number 3 right here, right now. They rotate 1 position clockwise, and they're out of there. The Celica on the inside lane. Both of the Datsuns in those far lanes will move to the inside right here. The Datsuns will have the inside on the 180 as they go down towards the jump. Over the jump they go. Datsun out in front. The Celica makes a move. The Celica down into the first place position. 2 Datsuns in reverse. Look out. Supra bringing up the rear. Supra trying to get by, but is unable to. The Datsun, Supra does get by the black 240Z right at the finish line, but it's the Celica taking 5 points in race number 3. It looks like Team Toyota is pulling ahead of Team Datsun here in group number 1, but that doesn't matter, folks. All it takes is one fast car to win this entire tournament for Team Toyota or the Team Datsun, but those points don't even matter compared to the points that are happening at fantasy.tinytrackcars.com in the Fantasy DIECAST Racing League, because you can win points with any car. So head on over and check it out. Race number 4 in group number 1, the Datsuns are out front. Can the Toyotas manage to wiggle their way by? It's the pink 240Z and the 711 Supra absolutely flying out there, leaving their 2 in the pack, in the back of the pack, and these 2 are out front. But what's going to happen as they approach the jump? Down and over they go. The Datsun lands it. The Supra lands it. Can everybody else make it across the finish line? Here comes the Celica, and the Datsun black 240Z manages to make it as well. What does it mean for the points? That gives the pink Datsun 5 more points. Does he able to pass the Celica, or the Celica and the Supra move on? We'll find out right now. That pink car did have 1 DNF, and I hate to see it go home, but that might be the case right here. Not everyone can stay. There's cars that I love, mostly Porsches and S2000s, and they always go home eventually. I don't think... Oh, we did have a Porsche win. We had the Porsche Carrera GT win the Hypercar tournament. Go back and watch that. That was last week's fantasy event. Sorry, a few weeks ago fantasy event. I forgot that I'm recording commentary right after. Yeah, they get scheduled later. All right, it is the Toyotas moving on and both Datsuns moving home. Not a good start for Team Datsun. We'll move the Toyotas in the bracket. The Datsuns will go home packing, and we'll meet 2 more Datsuns and 2 more Toyotas. What do we have in group number 2? We have the 82 Toyota Supra. Wow, that thing is looking good with those 3-spoke wheels. And then the GR86 for Team Toyota. Who's representing Team Datsun? It is the Datsun Sunny Truck. What is that thing doing in here? And then we have the Datsun 510 Bluebird. We know that thing can be quick. Hopefully, he can keep it on the track. We have a Toyota Supra, GR86, a Datsun Sunny Truck. Let's go call it the Datsun Truck. And a Datsun 510 Bluebird. Datsun's looking good. They're out in front early. That truck is moving faster than I would have expected. Over the jump they go. The 510 trying to get by, but here comes the Toyotas making a move. One little mistake from that Datsun 510, and both Toyotas got by. Here comes the Supra making a move on the Datsun truck. Wow, it's going to come down to the wire. Who's going to keep it on the track, and who's going to go fly off and murder people and splash blood all over my beautiful diorama buildings? Oh my gosh, yo! I don't think anyone got hit. I think just the driver maybe got hurt. We'll watch that from the finish line cam. That camera will tell all. No, there was some injuries. That 82 Supra murdered people. Oh my gosh. Get the medical crew down here. ASAP. That's an acronym for as soon as possible. Meaning, hurry the heck up. Get to those people. There's a car on top of them. Help them out, gosh darn it. All right. GR86 somehow comes out in first place. The Datsun 510 in second place. And then we have 2 DNFs. That is 0 points for those 2 mother truckers right there. Literally, it's the truck. That's why I said trucker. And not the other word that we would have not liked to say on YouTube. GR86 and the 510 battling for first and second. Man, that 510 looks good. It looks like he's trying to get by. Maybe he propelled that GR86 down the track faster than it should have went. He does keep it on the track. The 510 is off the track. That guy in the red hat is flirting with death. Or fatality, as some people call it. Don't use that word, dang it. Okay, over the jump. Watch this 510. Oh my gosh, how did that guy stay living? He hasn't moved despite having multiple cars being thrown directly at him. Was that a one car? Was any other car going to finish? Oh, here comes the 82 Supra on his roof. And there's the Datsun truck coming across the finish line as well. Watch from the finish line cam. Whoa, Ben Flatten's brother gets murdered at the finish line, but the guy in the red hat is still okay. Here comes the 82 Supra making a jump on his roof. That's because he waxed his roof like we know you should do on this channel, because this track makes you go fast upside down because of gravity. And you don't actually need an engine or a driver to compete in the Hot Wheels Fantasy DIECAST Racing League here at Tiny Track Cars. Yeah. That is why I'm racing Hot Wheels cars, because my singing career didn't take off. Okay, over the jump they go. What a crazy battle. The GR86 up on 2 wheels in that turn, spins around, looks his competition straight in the face. Now he tries to spin it back around, and it backfires on him. Wow, the 510 wagon, that's not a wagon, that's a 510 Bluebird, gets out in front. Can he stick it on the track as they come down the last turn? The camera's all over the place. Oh, that guy, he's still alive. He just literally turned his shoulder. And watch this. He saw the car coming. Bam, bam, bam. I don't even think the car touched him. I think he just turned his shoulder to avoid the car, and he's still standing there now admiring that Subaru that just got bashed into by a Datsun 510. Let's watch that from a different angle here. 510 over the jump he goes. Yeah, that guy didn't even get touched. He just spun out of the way. Great reflexes there. Maybe that's why he's just standing there. He knows that if a car is coming directly at him, he can just move slightly out of the way, and he's going to be totally fine. Just watch out for the second car, or the third car. Datsun 510 with 2 DNFs. Not good for that 510 because we know that's fast, and we know that Team Datsun is going to need some fast cars in this tournament if they want to take down Team Toyota. It's the GR86 and the 510 way out in front again. Those are the 2 fastest cars on the track, but that 510 has got to keep the car on the track. Wow, what a great pass by that GR86. That was actually freaking amazing. GR86 down across the finish line, 510 wagon. Dang it, it's not a wagon. The 510 across the finish line for second place, but I don't think that's going to be enough points for him to move on. The GR86 is a force to be reckoned with out here. That car may be the fastest car we've seen on this track yet. We'll see how far he goes in this tournament. We'll check out the points here after we look at the finish line camera to see if anyone got hurt in this last race of group number 2. GR86, huge air, almost jumping past that line, the huge big air line, and collecting no extra bonus points because we don't do that in this channel yet. Just wait. We might. And it's the GR86, both Toyotas again. The GR86 and the 82 Supra moving on. Dominating the field is the GR86. Wow, a perfect score of 20. You don't see that very often, folks, but he did it right here at the Tiny Track Cars Open Circuit. Into group number 3, we have a beautiful black MR2 with the guy catching a lightning bolt on the side. And then we have a MK5, Mark V Supra. And then we have another Datsun truck. I think that is the 620. Datsun, what? Someone let me know what truck that is. The maroon Datsun truck. And then we have a Datsun 510 wagon looking beautiful right there. I'm really rooting for Team Datsun in this one. They need to put some points on the board. They need to put the drivers into the next round because right now there's only 4 Toyotas in the semifinal round and we need some dang Datsuns. Over the truck they go. The Datsun truck looking good. He is pulling away from the pack. No one is to be found. Literally, I can't even see anyone in the rearview mirror of that truck. Down across the finish line. Is he going to land it? He does keep it on the track despite taking out the whole entire camera crew. We have no one else to film this race except for me holding the actual camera, following the cars. Look, the one innocent bystander was the only person not holding a camera. The rest of the people associated with cameras or actually holding a camera. Watch this. Megan the reporter, that guy, the other guy. Well, the guy in the brown wasn't holding a camera, but he got murdered anyways. Poor guy. MR2 on his roof, gets spun back around, but takes 4th place. All right. Datsun finally has the lead, but we're only one race in, and there's still lots of racing to go here in group number 3 of the Datsun versus Toyota tournament right here at Tiny Track Cars. These cars looking good. Team Toyota is going to move to the front. Both the MR2 and the Supra leading the pack, but that truck is right on his tail. MR2 pulling ahead, doing a slight little drift. Just a little drift to get himself turned into that corner. Down into the second to last 180 he goes, preparing himself for the jump. Anything can happen. He's concentrating. He's up in the air. He's up and over. He's across the finish line despite being on his roof, but he did keep it on the track. Sometimes you just got to lock up the brakes and launch it and hope you stay on the track. And that fella right there did. The Datsun truck comes in second, the Mark V Supra, and then the Datsun 510 wagon, bringing in 4th place and 1 point. But every point matters here at Tiny Track Cars because you got to get on that leaderboard and you got to accumulate them because someone's going to get a DNF sooner or later. Someone's going to fly off the track and smash that guy with the red hat because he is just asking for it. He's being a smart butt. And you know what? Smart butts get smashed or smacked or, okay, enough of that. Into the next race they go. It is the Datsuns coming right here in the inside lane. That 510 is looking good. 510 wagon, of course. 510 wagon over the jump, getting pushed by the Datsun truck. Maybe the Datsun 620 or whatever that is the fastest car on the track. Here comes the Supra trying to make his way by. Can he get by? The truck holds off, and we have 2 cars on the roof, and the MR2 can't get by despite being on his wheels. Let's watch this cluster bomb as we come across the finish line. Datsun, Toyota. Dang, Team Datsun is really not messing around in this one, folks. Group number 3 action is heating up, and we still have 1 group to go, and then we head to the semifinal round to see who takes the victory at the Datsun versus Toyota tournament. Wow, look at those beautiful cars at the finish line. Everyone's like, race that Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution, the Evo 10 right there at the finish line. It's got so much dust on it from sitting there, I don't even think it would roll. But the good news is I have a few more of them. We'll try to get them worked in on the track. Maybe we'll do an Advan versus something else tournament. Advan versus Golf, Advan versus some other livery, and see how they can battle against each other. We do have a Golf versus Falcon event coming up. This truck is fast. He's moving and grooving. He's so fast, he decides to spin around backwards to see where that MR2 is. He lands across the finish line and still takes 1st place. What a great finish there by Datsun yet again. Toyota takes 2nd there with an MR2 bouncing his way across the finish line. Datsun 510 wagon, and did we see the Supra? Yes. Supra's consistent, but not consistently fast. Team Datsun might have something up their sleeve after all. We'll find out. Datsun 510 wagon across for 3rd, and that Supra deciding I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to get spun back around. but it looks like he's really having a hard time back there. Looks like my wife driving. Oh, hopefully she doesn't watch this. Actually, she's not a bad driver at all. That was supposed to be a funny joke, and now I'm in trouble. And I'm probably going to be in the doghouse. But the doghouse for me is more time in my Tiny Track Cars studio hiding away. That's my doghouse. I have toys in my doghouse, and I can create more videos. So luckily for you guys, if I get sent to the doghouse, you get more Tiny Track Cars content. The Supra is nowhere to be found again. MR2. Oh, bowling for soup. That's a great band, but this guy was bowling for bodies. Let the bodies hit the floor. There's a guy's arm. Oh my gosh, pan back. Someone go, you have to go back and rewatch this video. Watch from the finish line cam. There is a man's arm that breaks off. Watch this right here, that guy in the orange that lands on top of him. Boom, that guy's arm is broken. There has to be a medical crew coming. Somebody glue that guy's arm back on. That guy is only half as excited now. He's really excited, but he can only show it half as much because there's only one arm in the air. Gosh darn it. That is, I don't even know if that's a fatality. What do you call that? It's not a decapitation. It's an amputation. We just saw an amputation by the MR2, courtesy of the MR2. Oh, this is a race-off. This is a best-of-3 race-off. Who's going to win it? I think the Datsun 510 won the first race. There's the MR2 winning the second race, or was that the third race? I don't even know. Who's going to move on? There's so much action out here, and there's a guy with a missing arm. Now we have... Oh, I was going to announce something that happens later in the future. Foreshadowing. I want to tell you guys that not only did that guy lose an arm, but our poor friend Lando, the dog who's sitting at the finish line next to the Pity the food truck, gets hit, and he breaks a leg. Literally, his leg breaks off. So now I have a guy with a missing arm and a Lando with a broken leg, and I had to glue them back together. What do you say I glue the guy's arm on Lando's leg and Lando's leg on the guy's arm? That would be actually pretty funny. But, Arlo, if you're watching this, don't worry, my friend. I will get Lando all bandaged back up and get him out there on the track. He's still okay. Lando. Not Lando Norris, the dog I'm talking about. All right, if the MR2 wins this one, I believe he moves on. It is a crazy battle between these two cars. Lando still safe. Oh, the guy in the red hat needs to be taken out. Okay, that's a new side quest. Okay, the first car who takes out that guy in the red hat gets an automatic advancement in this tournament, plus a ticket to a cruise of your choice. Don't pick Alaska, it's cold up there. Maybe a Bahamas cruise. Oh, we decided to put some B-roll in. There is a man down behind the building over there by that Subaru. He's okay, but what we're really focusing on is the man in the red hat who is down. I mean, not down. Someone needs to knock him down, is what I'm saying. Okay, Datsun does have a car in the semifinal round, and we head to group number 4. It is a Toyota Celica 4-track thingamajigger, all-wheel drive. And then we have an AE86, not to be confused with a GR86. It is a drift car, not a cup car. And then we have a blue Datsun 240Z and a Nissan Datsun Fairlady Z with some pink accents. Datsun's really got some pink stuff going on here. They have pink in the blue car, pink in the white car. And then we have Toyota over here that let's just go black, white, and gray, because we love color. Datsun 240Z dominating the front of the pack as he drifts himself into that turn. Down towards the finish line he goes. Let's see if he can take out the guy in the red hat and get some bonus points. No, he was heading that way. There's somebody. Woo! All right, the Celica wins the championship and wins all the points right here at Tiny Track Cars. Let's watch that again. Hits that Subaru. Well, technically, I don't think we didn't take him out. Okay, I got a little excited. Let's go back. That didn't count because technically he didn't hit the guy in the red hat. He hit the Subaru, and the Subaru ran into the guy with the red hat. The other guy on the ground, definitely dead. But the guy in the red hat just fell over. He's okay. He's probably going to be back up next round. We'll find out right here. We do have a 2-car DNF. I don't even know where the 8086 went. All right. The competition is still going on. Not the competition for who's going to win this tournament, but the competition who's going to direct hit. We're going to call it a swoosh. If someone flies directly at the guy in the red hat and takes him out, we're going to call it a swoosh and a fatality. Okay, back to the racing. Enough of this stuff. The Datsun 240 pushes his way by That car is fast. We saw the pink one fast, but unfortunately the pink one did DNF a couple times. The blue one looking good out there. Here comes Team Toyota right behind the Datsun. Datsun over the jump he goes. Where's the guy in the red hat? He got back up, but he's not there. Slow motion replay. He moved himself forward more to make himself easier to hit by slower cars, which slower cars are sometimes the dumber ones that drive off the track. So he's still not out of harm's way. He can still be hit. He's right there in front of the WRC building. The Datsun tried to take a stab at it, but the fence got in the way. The Spoolheads safety fence right here on the Spoolheads track. Yes, you can have a track just like this if you head to spoolheads.com and buy some. Use code TTC and get 5% off. If you want to go down in the video description, you'll see a link to click on. That is an affiliate link, and I do get some money if you click on that link and buy with code TCC, because you just do. Because Russ is awesome, and he extended me that deal. So get yourself some Spoolheads track on the truckers. No trucks in this one. These are 4 cars. The Datsun Fairlady Z is out in front, which is a strange car. I don't think I've ever seen that casting actually go fast. Over the jump they go. Some cars are on the roof. The Celica tries to take a last-minute plunge at that Datsun at the finish line. We'll see if he does get by. We'll show that again for you on this chase cam, and then also pan to the finish cam. Whoa, it looks like there was some teamwork going on there, but no passing happening. That AE86 flips over in the last turn, down across the finish line. Surprisingly, he did make it across the finish line. Here comes the Celica. Not enough, not enough, not enough. The man in the red hat still stands. Camera crew is not doing so well, but they're back up. Datsun leading the pack. The other Datsun with 9, Fairlady Z. The Datsuns are now in the front. Toyota's not doing so hot in this group number 4. Maybe Datsuns can get a couple more cars in this tournament and give Toyota a run for their money. 2 for the show. Wait, that's not even the same song. It's 1 for the... Okay, you get it. If you know that song, drop a link in the description. Drop a comment in the like button. Like and subscribe. If you are born before 1980, like and subscribe. If you're born after 1980, share this video. If you haven't been born yet, or you're born yesterday, like my wife tells me, unsubscribe. Don't unsubscribe. Stay around. Stick around. We have lots of racing right here at Tiny Track Cars. Literally every week we drop 2 videos. We're trying to get a short out a day. So much diecast racing action, all sorts, all genres. We race everything. And if you know why I laughed at that, you know. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, you don't know. And that's okay. You should join our Discord, which is also a link in the video description. And maybe you'll know. You'll be in the inside scoop. We share behind the scenes. We share inside jokes. We share dirty jokes. I don't know if we do that or not, but it sounded cool at the time. All right, here we go, semifinal round. We saw 2 Datsuns make it into the semifinals over there on the right-hand side of the bracket, but it is the 4 Toyotas in this side, so I can guarantee you this is a fact that there's a 100% chance that the camera just went wonky. There's a 100% chance that a Toyota is going to make it to the finals. There's a 100% chance that 2 Toyotas are going to make it to the finals. There's a 25% chance that it's going to be the Supra. Wait, there's a 50% chance that it's going to be a Supra. There's a 25% chance that it's going to be the 711 Supra. Speaking of 711 Supra, he barely takes the win right here in race number 1 of round 2 and put 5 points on the board. It's Team Toyota. It's Team Toyota out front. It's the Celica in second, the GR86 in third, and the 82 Supra. I'm personally, I don't remember who won this tournament because I filmed it a couple weeks ago before it was sent off to my amazing editor. I'm rooting for the GR86 because it showed some great passes, and I think that maybe the Supra right here in the 711 Supra is probably the crowd favorite. So I'm rooting for a little bit of an underdog. The GR86 is who I'm rooting for this tournament. Go, baby, go. Go blue-orange. Go big orange. Go blue. There's no blue card in this track. But there is a 711 Supra making an appearance right there at the finish line, winning race number 2 and taking 5 more points. He has got 10 points on the board, folks, and that's going to be hard to beat. That Supra might have locked himself into the finals, but there's still 2 races to go, and anything can happen, especially if you're aiming for the guy with the red hat. If you hit him, there's a pretty good chance you're going to get a DNF. You earn 1 million points for the killing, the murder, the objective. side quest, but you don't win the race. You get 0 points for the race. All right, Supra moves to the back. He is behind the other Supra, the red Supra, 82 Supra, in the front. That is not the Super Treasure Hunt version. That's just the mainline version, in case you wondered. Because the Super Treasure Hunts don't roll on the track because they got rubber tires, unless you drill them out and put plastic on them. Something's going on with my balance in this gimbal, so I'll get it figured out eventually. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for watching. It's technical difficulties, but oh my gosh! Oh! What just happened? That GR86 got massive air, and his jump got extended about 10 feet because he landed on man. That's all, folks. I'm quitting. I'm quitting commentary. I'm recording this on a Sunday, and I have to pee right now, and I need to go to the bathroom, and I just can't. What just happened? I'm gonna walk around the room. I'm gonna commentate from the other side of the room. There's a filter that makes it sound like I'm across the room, but I'm actually really across the room screaming my commentary. Hopefully you guys can pick that up. It's the Toyota Supra, still out in front with 13 points. The GR86 just did something amazing. He flew off the track, tried to get the guy with the red hat. That's what he was trying to do, but he got the guy with the white shirt, and then he bounced his car back onto the track and crossed the finish line, still in first place. The GR86 just got 2 jumps. He jumped the jump to get to the jump, and then he jumped the jump. Holy cannoli, he is absolutely flying out there. This time he's going to get the guy in the red hat. Watch out! Down across the finish line, he does a barrel roll, lands it, and the Celica takes out some camera crew. Look out, people. Get off the side of the track, you ding-dongs. What a great move there by the GR86. That might have secured, that's his second win. That might have secured him a spot in the finals. The 711 Supra does cross the finish line, I think in second, because the Celica went off of the track. We'll watch that again. Great barrel roll there by the GR86. Megan the reporter gets smacked in the booty by a car. Not a good smack in the booty, but it is the Supra and the GR86 moving on to the finals, dominating the field right here in the left-hand side of the bracket. Who is going to join them? 2 Toyotas in the finals. We do have 3 Datsuns over on the right-hand side. Maybe one can take on, well, one Datsun's going to make it to the finals. Let's just go with, I'm not good at math, but I can tell you right now that one Datsun will make it to the finals. Unless all these cars DNF like 13 times, and I'm just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done filming. These cars stink. We're going to give first and second to the GR86 and the Supra on the other side of the bracket. But I don't think that's the case, folks, because we got some video left, and you got to stick around and watch it. And if you're sticking around this long and watching, thank you for being here. My name is Nick. I'm the commentator at Tiny Track Cars. Maybe eventually we'll hire a professional, but for now, it's just me telling you what's going on the track, having an absolute blast with DIECAST Racing, because I love this stuff. I love building the tracks. I love the video production. I love editing. I love, even though I don't do the editing anymore because I have to hire an editor so I can put enough videos out for you guys so you don't yell at me for saying, hey, well, how come you haven't posted in a month? Well, you get 2 videos a week. There you go. Those guys get 0 videos in a week because they just got hit by a truck. And they're going to the inside of their eyelids is the only thing they're going to see. Unless there's an afterlife. If you guys believe there's an afterlife, look at that. They're still sitting down. This guy's like, hey, and there's another arm. There's another arm. Whose arm is that? Is it the same guy that lost the arm before? We just haven't picked it up. There's just body parts scattered around the track. This is ridiculous. I'm boycotting. My commentary is going away for a minute while you watch this race. What a great race there, or was it? The Fairlady Z spins out and does not cross the finish line. The 240Z looking good, the MR2 looking good, but there was some action trying to happen in the back, and they didn't get by. The MR2 was able to stick ahead of the Datsun truck and the Fairlady Z, but it's a 240Z who takes 5 more points. Unfortunately, that car will get a DNF, and there's still a man down face first at the finish line. It's possible I just forgot to pick him up. It's possible the metal crew is on a leave of absence for boycotting because they still want the Gulf of Mexico to be the Gulf of Mexico. So they're not coming to work until they rename it Gulf in Mexico. All right, 240Z. Down the track he goes into the last turn. Is he going to get the guy with the red hat, or is he going to get 5 points? Let's find out. Over the jump he goes, side to side, back to back, and he is across the finish line for 5 more points. I believe that just clinched his spot in the finals. He's had a couple first place wins there. No one's going to be able to get up to him, but who's going to join him? We find out right now that man is still sleeping. Maybe that's it. The guy is sleeping. Yep, still sleeping. But the guy in the red hat, still admiring that other Subaru. Someone needs to hit him and win the entire championship of championships. The winner of winners. Hey, has anyone seen Popcorn Pete? I don't know if I moved him. I don't know if he's out there. I don't know where he is. I know we say there's a side quest, but sometimes I move him around the race, and I forget where he's at because I recorded this commentary, a couple weeks ago. Or I recorded the video a couple weeks ago. I'm recording the commentary right now. All right, Datsun truck out in front. In the back, we have a battle for the other three, with Datsun's looking good out in front. He is going to fly. He's sideways. Oh, he wins the championship of championships. That is a swoosh, my friends. Absolute carnage out there. That, or truckage, because it's a truck, not a car. Get it? Ding, ding, ba-ding, bong, bong. All right, now the guy in the red hat is officially deceased. That was a direct hit to his dome from the front of a Datsun truck. Rest in peace, McLeod. Just kidding. We do have a tie for second place. Datsun 270. How is that Fairlady Z even in this race? And how come the MR2 didn't make it? What happened with the points? Can we go rewind this and check the points again? All right, this is going to be a best of 3. The Datsun truck is clearly the faster vehicle out there, but can he keep it on the track? He's already the champion of champions for smashing the face of the guy with the red hat. Someone had to do it, and he did it. And he tried. Oh, yeah! Nothing like kicking him while he's down. Dang it. He's down. He's out. And let's just hit him again. Right there. Oh! There's so much anger built up in that driver of the Datsun truck. Not only did he hit the man that's the red hat, again, lays down. The guy that's sleeping under the tree in the shade, he gets landed on. But now you have a truck on top of you. What the real story is no one got hurt, no one got injured, no one died. These are die-cast figures. They don't have hearts, they don't have blood. You did hear the splat, but we add that in post, believe it or not. And there's no drivers in these, so the driver's not angry. And the actual reason is I forgot to stand the guy back up, because sometimes my fat fingers, I stand him up and I knock him back down. All right, the Fairlady Z is somehow out in front, but here comes the Datsun 520 truck, 620 truck, down across the finish line, evening this one up to 1-1. This truck is clearly faster than this Fairlady Z, but can he keep it on the track and move on to the finals with the Super, the GR86, and the 240Z? Great jump there. He's only a couple feet short of that big jump line. Datsun Fairlady coming across the finish line for second place, but there's really no first or second here. It's just you win or you lose. And this is the best of 3. And the winner of this one will move on to the finals with those other 3 cars. Who's it going to be? Datsun truck out in front. I think the Datsun truck is faster, but the question is, can he not hit the guy? You've already won. You've already done the thing. Now just finish the race and win the tournament. Good luck, though, because the Supra and the GR86 are fast. Datsun 5, 610 truck, 620 truck, 6 Sunny. Oh, man, I miss Sunny. Guys, stop what you're doing right now. Pause this video. Don't watch anymore. Go at the search bar and type in the Skyway, and go watch like hours of the Skyway. I miss Sunny. So just go watch it. And then come back and watch the rest of this video, and then watch the rest of my videos. But first, go do that thing, right? Go do that. Don't worry, you're already like 20 minutes into this video. I've already got the watch time. You can leave now. Thank you for being here. Just kidding. Stick around. Watch Skyway later. We are in the finals, and there's 4 cars. Actually, 3 cars and 1 truck. It is the GR86 looking good, but the Supra inches ahead. Who's going to make it to the jump first as the GR86 is on the inside? GR86 trying to get by, drifts to avoid contact with the Supra, but he gets hit by the Datsun in the back. Anyways, we got 2 Datsuns and 2 Toyotas, and we have 4 injuries at the finish line. Guys, All right. I'm going to go get a hold of Russ. We need more safety fences. We need to print more safety fences for this track because these people are... We don't have any waivers. These guys might sue us. Even though we pay them. Workers' comp. They are going to go on workers' compensation for a little bit. Nah, just kidding. They're going to be back at the next race. All right, we rotate one position clockwise, 3 more races, and we have a winner, unless there's a tie, and then we'll race off some more. Datsun's on the inside here. They're going to take the short way, and who's going to make it to the jump first? Here comes the Supra and the GR86. GR86 pushes the Supra in the air past that truck. He says, go, teammate, go. If I can't make it, you can. The GR86 barely doesn't make it by. Barely doesn't make it by. Get it? He did make it by, but just barely. Supra down into the last turn. The truck is right in his tail. Truck fighting. Oh, the Supra bumps him, and the Supra takes first, and the Datsun truck takes out people. Does he cross the finish line? We'll find out from the finish line cam. I do not think the back of his truck was able to slide his way across the finish line. I did not expect that truck to be that fast. He's looking good out there, though. If he can keep that thing on the track and maybe some other cars DNF, he might have a chance at podium. Yep, like I said, those guys, workers' comp, they're going to just keep on comping. How many times can you get workers' comp in one tournament? The answer is 1, because when you're... Yeah, okay. Won't go into the HR details. My HR department does not exist. I am the HR department. And I'm going to sexually harass myself. Sometimes I say dumb things on this, and I apologize. But I'm going to try to keep it PG from now on, so we are family-friendly. PG-13. PG-13, okay? So I might say poop. I might say blood. I might say death. But PG-13, family-friendly show right here at Tiny Track Cars. It is the Datsun 620 coming in last, but this 240Z coming in first. Let's watch this jump by 240Z. Is the guy in the red hat back up and he switched places with the other guy? Those guys just don't get it. Why are they standing in that spot? We know that WRC, that building has literally gotten busted up from this track layout. So many cars have flown off right there and broken pieces of that track, that diorama. I'm going to have to order a new one or lots of super glue. All right, into race number 3. Here comes the GR86. Man, that thing is flying. He's up on 2 wheels in every single turn. Over the jump he goes. He's going to pull away from the Supra if he can keep that thing straight. Here comes the Supra trying to make a pass. GR86 drifting around. That's not the fastest way. But the real story is in the back, the 240Z trying to make a move on the Supra. Watch this right there. 240Z pushes into the Supra. GR86 down. He's going to make the jump. Does make the jump. The Datsun makes it by the Supra, stealing some points away from the crowd favorite, the Toyota Supra 711. What does that mean for the points? I don't even know. But the Supra only got 2 points. The GR86 gets 5. The Datsun 240Z gets 3. And I think that between a DNF and 2 last place finishes, I think that 620 truck is going to be in 4th place. But anything can happen. It is, by 1 point, the Toyota Supra becoming the winner of this Toyota versus Datsun tournament. It means Toyota did win. I really hope you enjoyed this tournament. If you want to see more versus tournaments just like this, brand versus brand, let me know in the comments. But until next time, stay tuned, stay passionate, and get ready for more exciting moments right here at Tiny Track Cars. Click on that box right in the middle of the screen, and you can watch more of my videos. I really appreciate it if you would. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one.